Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to my first panel, Dr. Najia Safwa binti Kashi'i, and my second panel, PS Azrin bin Ahmad. My name is Muhammad Afiq Haikal bin Mazlan and my metric number is B0918100304. My supervisor is TS Ahmad Nizam bin Jamaluddin. So I will present you about my final year project, which is design and fabrication of stair climber trolley. Okay, first we go to the introduction. A hand trolley usually has two handles and two little wheels under a load-bearing platform on its supporting frame. These handles are used to push, pull, and also maneuver the device. Second point, the front of the frame can be squared for boxes, whereas it can be curved for drum or barrels. Third point, a hand truck may feature straps for loose goods fastening during travel while professional material handlers prefer to use a hand truck when handling stacked things such as boxes, crates, or packages. Okay, next we go to the problem statement. The item to be moved is tough to handle and it must be transported using one's own energy. There are many number of trolleys on the market that can convey anything up or down stairs. A person who works in an industry that needs moving or carrying things in building with stairwell, there is critical need of redesign that will assist users in physically handling the object to be carried. There are three objectives. First, to design trolley that can easily move an object to another place or higher place. Second, to analyze the function of stair climber trolley. And lastly, to fabricate a working prototype. The scope is more focused on household in two-story houses, apartment houses, and also industries that deal with moving objects, primarily to carry objects weighing less than 30 kilograms. Aside from that, it is simple to use and can be used in any sort of home to save energy when transporting an object. Design a stair climber trolley using SolidWorks and analyze the design using SimSolid is also the scope for this final year project. Okay, this is the current product in market. There are many different sort of trolleys, and the one that is utilized is typically determined by the weight it is carrying. Hand trolleys are made of hard materials such as steel, aluminium, and also high impact plastic. The majority of hand trolleys are standard size and are used for standard loads, although a handful are designed specifically and exceptionally small or large objects. This is the mechanism that we use in this final year project. 3-star wheel. A 3-star wheel functions on a flat terrain like any other wheel, but it automatically climbs when a barrier to rolling is made. This wheel consists on 3 tires, each with its own shaft. The shafts are positioned on the vertex of an equilateral triangle. A 4th shaft center is directed at the 3 shaft. Okay, we go to the methodology. Methodology includes through description of the processes or phases that must be accomplished in order to reach and execute the aim. One of the strategies to be employed is to create a project flowchart and also Gantt chart that may define the approach and the items involved. So this is the flowchart. We start from the problem statement, literature review, data collection, make a design, find a material and equipment selection, fabricate a prototype device, make an analysis and make a test for the product, and get the result. We go to the data collection. This is several types how to get the data collection. First, house of quality. The house of quality is a system for writing information from the most important to the least important quality. By doing so, the clearer image of the customer need emerge, which is judged based on their priorities and preference. there are a few key areas in the HOQ to examine, all of which are connected to the customer's needs. Aside from that, the correlation matrix demonstrates the significance of dependency among the technical characteristic and customer requirement taken into account. Because the correlation connection might be reassessed throughout the embodiment design, it is important to pay attention to it. Second, morphological chart. Morphological chart is a function analysis. The function is indicated on the left side of the chart, while alternative approaches for achieving the function are illustrated on the right side. Visual aid is a tool that may help you come up with the fresh ideas. Construction of single system from the various processes illustrated in the morphological chart is used to generate ideas. It is recommended that numerous feasible designs are be created for each concept, including various methods for each function. Third, conceptual design. The morphological chart was used to create a conceptual design. Conceptual design is a collection of alternative designs, most of which were created via hands-free drawing. A logical notion may be developed from this conceptual design in order to provide a superior product that fulfill all of the customer expectation. Some sketches of this conceptual design have been developed based on the early research and requirement list to help with the final design. This is crucial since the conceptual design determines the majority of the production cost. Last method for the data collection is PER method. This method was chosen because providing suitable ratings to the criteria mentioned previously may assist in reaching a final design selection. The PER method may also be used to compare a large number of sketch designs and to create powerful alternative sketch design from poor sketch design. We go to the detailed design. SolidWorks software is used in this project to make it easier to complete by presenting the project design in 3D. An early sketch of a 2D picture is produced and extruded with the aid of additional characteristics to create this 3D drawing of the product. Illustration, simulation, and tool set are all added by this program. To determine the materials and joints, toughness, and endurance prior to manufacture. Rather of drawing another device on a new page, SolidWorks may be used to remodel the product for a more appropriate product. After the design has been created, the material and equipment selection is going to be made. The material will be chosen based on the previous stage, HOQ, morphological chart, and also pure method. This is the example of the material equipment selection table. There are part and also type of material. After the design are fully achieved, the next step is a fabrication of the prototype. The prototype fabrication will be determined by the final design and material used. During the fabrication process, pipe bending, welding, and other tools and equipment will be employed. We go to the analysis data. Analytical and logical thinking are used to examine each component of the data supply. To get at a conclusion or outcome, data is obtained, examined, and analyzed from a variety of sources. SimSolid simulation may be used to examine the stress, strain, and also displacement. We go to the result and discussion. Quality function deployment. Customer requirement what and functional requirement how were used to create quality function deployment. Customer need will be researched and determined in order to build and prioritize service offering and product. The importance of a customer and consumer is determined by the customer or consumer interest. It is ranked from 1, which is low, to 5, which is high. In addition, the house of quality connection are related to both client and functional requirement. Is associated with the numbers 1, weak, 3, moderate, and 9, which is strong. The priority rank is decided by the technical importance score and the items important, as can be seen, which is the percentage. Because it has a higher proportion of important 27% and a technical importance score of 66, shape has been picked as the top priority. This is the morphological chart for some idea design for this project. For idea 1, the handle we use a single square handle, while the body and support we use a double square bar at the middle of the frame. The wheel we use a 3-star wheels, while the base we use a square platform base. For idea 2, we use a single square bar handle. For the body and support, we use a single round bar with 2 holders at the middle, while the wheel we use a plastic wheel, and the base we use a round platform base. For the idea 3, we use a double square bar handle, 1 square bar at the middle of the frame, and the wheel we use a single rubber wheel, while the base we use the single round bar at the middle of the base. For the idea 4, for the handle we use a double square bar handle, and the body and the support we use a 1 square bar at the middle of the frame. The wheel we use a swivel wheel, and for the base we use the single square bar at the base of the frame. This is the conceptual design from the morphological chart. For design 1, it used to move or transport things from one place to another place. This trolley is a heavy duty. This design be used to climb up or down stairs. For design 2, the combination of the trolley in the market was applied to this design. The holder at the base are the combination of the design. The function of the holder is to stable the object when moving it from place to another place. For design 3, this design is simple and easy to use. This design is not suitable for stair climber and carries object. For design 4, this design is just only can hook the object, so is not suitable for stair climber or carries an object. We go to the proof method. The score based on the supply criteria is shown in the table above. The computation comprises 6 weight factor for evaluation, safety which is 5, cost which is 4, portable which is 5, size which is 3, durable which is 4, and easy to use which is 5. Those criteria are based on essential stair climber trolley properties, with weight being the most critical of the factor. It is ranked from 1 low to 5 high. Design 1 received the highest of the score of 4, with 5 total plus and just 1 total minus. Because the total plus equal the total minus, the alternative design received a 0 overall score. The detailed design, this technique is largely illustration based. Therefore, a 3-dimensional 3D model will be generated using software for computer assisted drawing CAD. The program that will be used for the 3D model design is SolidWorks, developed by the company 3D CAD design software. This is the hand sketch design. And after the hand sketch design has been created, we put the design to the 3D model. This is the SolidWorks design. We go to the analysis. There are displacement, max shear stress, and also strain. The findings of the simulation and analysis are listed below. This framework is used to sustain the 30 kg weight of the object that will be carried by the stair climber trolley. For this investigation, data on displacement, maximum shear stress, and also strain were gathered. 1.3298 exponent negative 0.7 mm is the largest displacement, and 1.0938 exponent negative 11 mm is the minimum. From this research, the greatest max shear stress is 1.5403 exponent negative 0.3 megapascal, and the minimum is 9.0622 exponent negative 6 megapascal, while the maximum strain is 1.1484 exponent negative 0.8 and the minimum is 6.7985 exponent negative 11. This is the material and equipment for stair climber trolley. Number 1, pipe handle. Material that we use is steel. Number 2, body. We use steel. 3, wheel. We use a rubber. 4, base. We use a steel. And lastly, 5, for the support, we use a steel. We go to the fabrication of the stair climber trolley. Pipe bending. The initial stage in the tube bending procedure is to load a tube into a pipe bender and clamp it between two dies. The clamping block and the forming die, two more dies, the wiper and pressure dies, maintain a loose grip on the tube. Next, fabrication step is the welding. Welding the further melting of metal at the soldering facility. This procedure requires a welding energy source to produce and sustain an electric arc between the electrode and the base material. The handle, body, support and base were all welded together using welding. We go to the costing. The fabrication cost has been determined. Fabrication costs are determined by the kind of fabrication, which include machining and assembly. The overall cost of material is 121.20 cents, with steel costing at 90 ringgit 80 cents and 3-star wheels costing at 30 ringgit 40 cents. Pipe bending and steel cutting are two of the type of machining that went into making this stair climber trolley. 800 is the entire cost of machining. Then there's the welding expense, which is 80 ringgit. This prototype fabrication cost is 281 ringgit 20 cents. Testing of product. The stair climber trolley is fully built before being put through its pace. A box containing a kitchen range hood weighing 11.50 kg and two toolboxes weighing 5.95 kg and 11.90 kg were used in the test. The overall weight of the package is 29.35 kg. The conclusion: in general, the project overall goal is to develop and build a better stair climber trolley. A study of the shape and characteristic was carried out in order to consider while designing the design. The SolidWorks program was used to generate the 3D model for this concept. The analysis was created using SimSolid. As a result, the project has met its goal of designing and fabricating a stair climber trolley for home user or industry that will allow everyone to handle and move a product from one location to another without exerting too much energy and will prevent individual from back elements. There are two recommendations or future works. First, improve the safety by adding protective guard at the corner of the base. Second, add some features such as electronic component to make it easier to use. That's all for my final year project, design and fabrication of stair climber trolley. Thank you.